as much as you want. So get a stack of paper out, and you fold, and then you set that aside. Get a magazine cover. This is the vibrant side. I'm going to use the calm side because I could use a bit more calm in my life. To fold, I'm using my DIY sewing mat, and I'm gonna cut just a bit away from the fold. So you might be wondering why I've cut the magazine cover into these two pieces, basically leaving room for the spine of the journal. And that's because, for example, when you read a book or a magazine, when you fold it, like bend it, just to read one side of the page instead of the double spread, it can bunch and roll up. And so when it comes to having a journal, I like to have my full page surface area. I like it to be flat. I like the journal to feel even. And I find that this way you don't get the bunching at the spine, because already when you put the pages in, a lot of pages already folded up. So this way, I just feel like the experience is so much better. It is durable, don't worry. I know you might think the spine is just this sheet of paper, but because all the pages are also, they become part of the spine, it's a very durable thing. I've been doing this all year so far, and it's definitely held up. And you can really use any tape. I'm using what I have, so it's clear packaging tape, and I've used my X-Acto blade to cut it a bit thinner, and I leave enough of a strand so that I can put the tape on the inside of the sheet of paper that it's attached to, so it's very secure. Okay, and there you have, here's the front of the cover and the back of the cover. See, and the spine is made of the paper. So we have our stack of paper here, and we're gonna fit it into our cover that we've made so far, and then we're gonna take two bobby pins. This is the first one. I kind of decorated it a little, which you can definitely do as well. I basically used thread and a needle and kind of just looped little beads, buttons around it. That's literally what I did, and tied knots to secure it. This bobby pin is not decorated, so it looks very standard, but we're just sliding it right next to the fold. You'll notice that I haven't put it right in the middle of the crease, and that is very intentional with these types of bobby pins that I'm using. And that's what it looks like when I fold the paper, and now I can write on, I like to fold my journal and I like to write on a flat surface, so this is an example of me writing on the front page, back page, different page. Yeah. I spontaneously made a journal this morning. It takes me so little to do, which is amazing. This is the front, and then this is the back. You could also do it like this. I have really thick hair, which I don't know if you can tell with this haircut, but that's why I've had these bobby pins. I've had them for a really long time, really thick and long ones. So this is the only time that the journal kind of splits. But when you're writing in it, you don't even notice it because I like a journal that's flat. So I write like this. When it gets to the second half, I just bring these bobby pins. It's actually easier to do not on camera. Yeah, I just bring them over here. So now they're at the front, and then and then I still journal. It's great. We love a flat journal that you can bend as much as you want. So I'm gonna bring it to the back half now. I think if you have a bobby pin that is standard size or smaller than what I have, I think it can just sit in the middle, and I think you might just need to maybe tape it. I can just do the tape on the inside, like just attaching it to the inside. I don't think you need to put the tape looper around on the outside. I've also used band-aids before when tape didn't seem as fitting. But yeah, just do whatever works for you. But this is just like a really easy new journal DIY. I also use a specific type of paper because regular printing paper, it makes your journal really dense and heavy really quickly. I think there's something to do with how they make that paper, because like journaling paper is a lot thinner. You can get a lot more pages out of the paper. So anyway, so I will link the paper in the description. Obviously, it's from Japan because they really know how to do paper and stationery and all of that stuff really well. I'm in cozy stuff today because I'm feeling tired. But anyways, today is... I definitely started doing this because I do journal a lot and write a lot, and this just felt way more affordable and accessible, and I don't have to go to a store every time I need a new journal. I can just make one, and I can also change what the cover looks like if I feel like I'm done with a specific visual of my journal because it's associated with past things I've journaled about and I want to start fresh and start new. So that's always really nice to have, I've found personally at least. And I can always, use the same cover. I can switch up my covers. That's the beauty of it as well. And I can add more paper if I want, or less paper if I want something more lightweight when I'm going out versus something more, chonky or chunky when I'm home. And I find that this way I can create as many journals as I want. So I can leave one downstairs, I can leave one upstairs, I can leave one in my, studio desk. And that way I always have like a pen and paper handy whenever I need to write things down, because I like to also jot down ideas and stuff like that. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great day and week, and I hope this can help make your journaling practice easier, smoother, more seamless, or even just more fun and cute and vibrant. And I find that when you make something that's your own and you actually made it, you have such a more you just have this relationship with it. So that's also really cool. Okay, thanks so much again. Okay, see you, bye. Just with 2 bobby pins. This is the front. This is the back. This is the middle. When you get to the back side of the journal, you just move the bobby pins to the front side, So then, voila.